Well, good afternoon and welcome back to the channel. This afternoon I'd like to do a quick video on my pack loadout, so stick around. Well, the first thing I'd like to talk about is my monopole. I carry that on all my outings, and I use it for not only stabilizing my camera, but it also makes a great walking stick, and it is adjustable. Okay, let's talk about the backpack first. It's a very small 30-liter backpack, nylon. It's a very inexpensive model. I think it was about 18 bucks on eBay. It's made in China, but it's got all sorts of great features. And I was really looking for something lightweight and also inexpensive. So many of these type packs are very expensive, so I think I got a pretty good bargain on it. We'll cover the outside first. The very first thing you'll see on this side, and it is held in with some bungee here, is a real nice Thermarest Trail HD regular self-inflating ground mat. It's got an R value of 3.4 and it weighs in around 24.4 ounces. Now on the other side bungeed in, I won't take those off, you'll find my sleeping bag. That's an Ozark Trail sleeping bag. It's not a real expensive bag, and it's probably rated down in the 50s. I doubt if it'd be rated in the 40s, but it's really a spring summer bag, and that is 34.8 ounces. Next we'll get inside of the bag, so stick around. Okay, starting out at the very top zippered compartment, got a set of Eno straps for my hammock. And I've got a roll of Velcro zips. Okay, we'll start in the main compartment next. It's got a real nice snap here to hold this top on. First thing, as you can see popping out, is some Tyvek, which is really important for if you're going to be sitting on the ground. I'll be using a hammock, but still. I've got some aluminum tent pegs here that I'll use to tie down the fly. I'll lay those over here. And let's see what else. We'll go through this real quickly here, hopefully. It's got a real nice drawstring top. So for 18 bucks, you get a lot out of this pack. Next thing we've got is some camo netting. And that's great if you're going stealth. If you're going to be doing a stealth camping. Basically, I have two of those. Lay those over there. Okay, next, I've got my bungee cord. Quite a few. That's also going to be useful when I put up my hammock and also putting up my tarps overhead. Set that right. Okay, next we've got my Jungle Snug Pack hammock. It also includes the built-in mosquito net. And we've got two emergency blankets. Those right there. Okay, next I've got a couple of my Dollar Tree $1 tarps. These are 4x6, and they're only 4 ounces each. So you can't go much lighter than that. Okay, next, just a couple of large black trash bags. Great for covering up in the rain or taking your trash out or whatever. Okay, next, I've got my clothing bag here, and I've got a couple of extra pair of socks, long sleeve shirt. I think I've got a balaclava, possibly a pair of gloves, and I think I've got a pair of long johns in there in case it gets cold. Okay, the very last thing that's in the backpack I'm not going to take it out. I'm going to have a photograph of this right after this segment. You'll see it. But what I have is a compression sack with two 6-foot by 5-inch by 6-foot by 5-inch leaf camo netting. And again, that's going to be good for stealth camping. So that pretty much takes care of my backpack. As you can see, it's pretty much sleep and shelter. So this doesn't go with me unless I'm going to be doing an overnighter. So next, we'll get into the next pack. So stick around. Okay, we're back. I don't know if I told you the overall weight on the backpack that I carry that has the sleep and shelter. It's a little over 14 pounds. I think it's 14.5 pounds, so that's not bad. Next, I'd like to talk a little bit about the waist pack that I carry. This is basically has all of my day hike type of items. And this is a pack that I'd be more likely to carry. Probably wouldn't carry the backpack that often because I don't do that many overnighters. But this would be one that I definitely would carry if I was going on a pretty good day hike away from the truck for quite a distance. As you can see, I've got my 2 water bottles here. These are 32-ounce bottles. I've got my whistle, which has the compass and a thermometer and a little magnifying glass. And I've got some paste beads here. All right, let's move on quickly and look at the very front container. And a little zippered container, or a little zippered pouch. I've got my Bruton compass. Don't always need it if you stay on trail, but it never hurts to have a compass. It's really important. Then I've got some Go Ready insect repellent with DEET. And I've got some sunblock. And down at the very bottom, I've got some chapstick. All right, that's the that's all of that particular zippered pouch. Now we'll go to the next zippered pouch, and I've got my fire starter, which I've got fire steel, I've got char cloth, I've got a little metal box, lighters, just anything, everything. There's some lint out of the dryer, so you know, and I've got that little Fresnel, got that little Fresnel that I could start fire with if I have to also. Let's see, got some more paracord here. Never can have too much paracord. Real important here. Got my bandana. Especially necessary in the south where you're going to sweat a lot. Use that to filter water and other things. Got a couple of small plastic bags here. I've got the obligatory toilet paper, and also have another lighter inside. Of course, that's in a bag, so that bag could be used for something. And let's see what else we got here. Got a couple of moist wipes. I know I've got another pack of those down here. Got actually 4 packs of moist wipes and another emergency blanket, and that's a really important item to have. And lastly, but not leastly, I've got some spare batteries for my electronics and my headlamp. All right, let me get all this stuff back in the pack, and I'll be back to finish it up. Be right back. Okay, I'm not sure if I told you the weight on this. I think it's 72.4 ounces total for this bag. That does not, of course, include the weight of the liquid, which is a disposable, so you wouldn't count that. But anyway, inside I've got a small pair of binoculars. See those right there. Got a pair of camouflage gloves. You never know when you need those, or it gets chilly at night or whatever. Got a mosquito net for your head. Very important item next. You got your first aid kit. I recommend making up your own, doing some research, find out what you need, and weigh the necessities versus the weight. That's important to come up with the right combination. Got my headlamp here. That's good for night work. I'll also be carrying a small flashlight on my belt that I'll have as a backup. And let's see what else we got in here. We've got the Sawyer Mini, which is an outstanding water filter. I've got the back flush syringe, and also a small little extra like a bag that you can gather your water up in. And let's see what else we got in here. We've got our cutting device here, which is a cold steel roach belly. It's not designed for splitting, but I won't be needing to do that on an overnighter, especially if I'm on a regularly marked trail. I probably won't even have a campfire or anything of that nature. And let's see what else we got. I've got a small little Radio Shack AM/FM radio with the earbuds, which is good to keep yourself entertained, and also important if there's severe weather coming or something of that nature. So feels like that's all that I have down in this bag. Oh no, here I missed something. I'm glad I double checked. I've got my poncho slash tarp. It's camouflage, so that would be my cover. So I think I've pretty much got the 5 C's covered. I'm gonna go ahead and put everything back in the bag, and we'll come back and cover the third and last bag in just a few moments. So stick around. Be right back. Okay, finally I'd like to talk about this shoulder bag that I usually carry on all of my hikes around the lakes and everything. This would be a bag that would generally carry all the other things that I wouldn't have in the waist pack or my backpack. And it's like food and things of that nature. I'm going to go ahead and give you an idea of what's in here real quick. This lowered zippered compartment basically is my catch-all for my charging cables, GoPro necessities, anything that I may need for making my videos or whatever, spare batteries, have some of those in there. I've got 2 small compartments here that are real nice with the Velcro. This one is empty. That will be where I may carry my cell phone, or I could have it plugged in, charging up here, very convenient to get to. Over here on this side, I've got a couple of notepads and writing instrument. So that covers the front, and I'll be right back and we'll get into the main compartment. Okay, it's time to go ahead and check out the main compartment, and we'll just get started. Got a bottle of water. A lot of this stuff I would not carry with me unless it was an overnighter, such as a lot of the food in here that I wouldn't necessarily be carrying. I've got some bug repellent here. This is the bug repellent that Smelling Roses suggested. I think it was another friend of his that came up with the idea. You might want to check his channel. But excellent concoction. It's tea tree oil. I think it's a 1/4 tea tree oil to 3/4 water. And boy, it works great. A little bit heavy, but you know, it's worth it. Okay, let's move right along. I've got some food in here that I normally maybe might carry on a day hike, and probably would carry on an overnighter. I'm getting ready for an overnighter, so I got a little bit extra food. Of course, you got to have your peanut butter crackers. Very important. They're always delicious. I've got a banana in there. Let's see what else we got in here. I got a couple of MREs. Now this is a complete MRE, and then I have another one that's just the meal. So one of them is like a breakfast, and then the other one is like beef strips. So I've got enough food there for a dinner and a breakfast. And let's see what else. We've got some Butterball smoked turkey snack sticks. Outstanding. Again, I wouldn't carry all this on just an hour or 2 day hike around the lake, but I'm getting ready for an overnighter, and hopefully I'll have that video up a couple of days. Of course, I'm carrying some hard-boiled eggs here in my little homemade box. It's the French vanilla, General Foods International, and I made a little box to carry the eggs in. They are hard-boiled. All right, I've got my aspirin bottle, which also has my prescriptions and things that you'll need. Don't ever forget to take your medicine when you go somewhere. It's really important, and I'll tell you right off the bat, that's why I have some of these notepads, and I keep a list, and I can check off before I head out, and make sure that I keep that with me, and I'm going to put that one right back in there ready to go. All right, let's move on quickly. Got a little spork, so I'm ready to eat my MREs. I've got me a little tripod thing that you can carry to put your GoPro camera on. And see what else we got. Got a couple of phone chargers, and they also work to do a real good job of charging up the GoPro battery. These are called PowerAdd, P-O-W-E-R-A-D-D, and they are solar. So, you know, if you're out, you can lay them out in the sun and help to recharge the batteries. This one is 7,200 milliamp hours, and then this one here is capacity. This is 10,000 milliamp hours. So I think I've got adequate, more than adequate amount of backup power here, and I've got these completely charged up and ready to go. And the last thing in here is I have another handkerchief here, and it's always good to have that, you know. Especially in the South where it's hot and sweaty. So a bandana is an important item to have. Plus it'll filter water. Well, that's about it for today. That covers my pack loadouts. This pack usually is about a little over 3 pounds, but with all this extra, it's probably a little over 4 pounds, maybe a little 4.5 pounds. We've got the main pack, as I told you, is around 14 pounds, and the waist pack, 72, a little over 72 ounces. So really, we're under 20 pounds total. I tried to keep it in the lightweight category. I couldn't get it in the what you call the ultralight. A little bit too much stuff to be ultralight. I'll also be carrying, of course, my smartphone. I carry that with me. I'll have probably a folding knife in my pocket. Probably have a secondary Pentax camera. Have that with me, a backup camera. And I'll probably be carrying some bear spray. I have a bear spray canister because where I'm going next, I think there are black bears. And I probably will be carrying a sidearm, a small, lightweight 5-shot revolver, very lightweight. It's a Ruger LCR, excellent gun. So where I'm going, it's legal, and I do want to carry that. So that pretty much wraps it up for my loadout for the packs. Like I said, I don't always carry all of the packs, but when I do need them, I've got them, and that will change according to whatever outing that I'm going out on. So that about wraps it up. I want to thank you for stopping by. I appreciate all the support that I'm getting from everyone. Some great channels out there, YouTube channels. It's a good time to be out and about and enjoying the great outdoors. So stop back again real soon to see what I'm up to and into. And as always, I'd like to say, take care.